overthinking given you good thoughts, positive thoughts, enlightened thoughts? No, right? Exactly, because overthinking cannot give you good thoughts and positive thoughts. It will only give you negative feelings, negative vibes, and your entire environment will be negative, right? So, what does overthinking mean? Which means that our mind and our body is trying to protect us from everything that is happening outside. But no, it's all in our minds, okay? It's all what we allow, because all these problems are running in our mind, and that's how it is playing up in your present and spoiling your present as well. So how do you actually stop these overthinking patterns? Because no matter what you're doing, you are cooking, cleaning, even listening to music, or just trying to sleep, and one thought, one negative thought can make you overthink and overthink and overthink. It's like a web. You can't get out of it unless you actually put a stop to it. And how do you do that? Now, I have also shared that, in the last video, that you need to acknowledge what you feel and so on. But how do you do that? I know it's difficult. I know that when you're thinking a lot of things in your mind, who said what, and the situation that comes up in our life, and you go on thinking about the situations, I get that. But it's also something that, you become aware of what you're thinking. Like, ask yourself, why am I thinking on this thought that has come? Is it going to help me in my present? Is it going to help me with good positive thoughts? Is it going to help me do things better? Is it going to help me sleep better? Is it going to help me and my family around to live better? No, right? So ask, is that thought so important that it can take my present away? And even if you have that thought, acknowledge that thought. And just like, you call up a call center and ask, hey, and someone answers the phone and they say, how may I help you? It's the same way. Acknowledge that thought and ask that thought, how may I help you? And ask questions to that thought, and it will give you, answers. If it is about someone, it is in your memory that's playing, and that's the reason it's showing up as a problem, and that's the reason you're overthinking about it. Even the slightest thing, like someone says something to you or passes on a judgment, you overthink because it is about your self-confidence, right? And that's the reason you overthink about every situation that comes in your life, because you're not prepared. You're not listening to your own voice. You're not acknowledging things. You're just taking it the way it is. But just become aware of those thoughts that come into your life and question those thoughts. Sit with those thoughts and ask, why am I thinking? Sometimes you need to forcefully put a stop on it. Unless you do that, it's going to just play like a CD, and it's going to be hard for putting that stop button. But again, it's in your hands, because you have to be aware of what you're thinking and why you're thinking, and that's where that stop button is going to come in use, right? And one thing that I would really love to say is that I have it's been difficult for me also, about overthinking and stuff, but when I came to know about hooponopono and I tried to apply that in my life, it has tremendously helped me. What is hooponopono? It is to correct. It is to make something right. And this is an ancient Hawaiian technique. It's a small prayer like, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you. Just 4 sentences, 4 phrases that you say, and that itself eliminates those negative thoughts, like just by saying this, because you're correcting what's there in your mind, because it's a memory playing in your mind, in your subconscious mind, and it's going on that loop. And what you need to do is you need to correct that, you need to eliminate that, you need to acknowledge and be aware of the thought that you're having right now. And I tell you, it has helped me so much to really calm my mind and believe in what I'm doing and acknowledge whatever is there in my head. And it just brings you to peace. It just makes you live in the moment. And many of us actually are living always in the past. Nobody's thinking about how beautiful it is, this moment, how beautiful it is, and how you can make the most out of it. But overthinking, it just grabs away your peace, your sleep, brings you depression, anxiety, and so many things, right? Especially sleep. Can you sleep with so many thoughts? I'm sure you can't. So I would do a detailed video on this topic, which is hooponopono, and I would love to share that with you. And I would say it is the best thing that I have come across, and I totally believe in that by just saying, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you. Taking complete responsibility of what's happening inside of me and not the whole world, because nobody is responsible for what I feel inside, because I'm allowing it. So yes, that's about today's video, and I'll make a detailed one very soon. So far, thank you so much for watching, and put a pause for your overthinking and be aware. All right, take care.